Hello, and welcome to another episode of Haldimoms with Michelle
and Janel.
Hi, let's just dive right into it. What are we talking about today?
Not how my basement flooded.
Oh my god, yeah, so we are at a this is my house, so we're here at my house recording today. We don't have any of our audio equipment, clearly, because that did not work out well with the flood. And I've got lots of children and family members in the house today, so we're just raw and uncut, as usual.
Just more raw, and we're gonna have to talk really loud.
We got our notes here, we got our computer, we've been doing lots of research, types.
So yeah, it's gonna be a little different. Obviously there was a lot of, 4 seasons living in Canada and all, so we had the snow, then we had the rain, then we had the sun, and then we had a flood, so.
Yeah, and it's crazy that a lot of people's basements flooded.
Oh yeah, they said they were in, I forget the term for it when they're in crisis, like, do you know, it's like code black when like.
Emergency, like an emergency
for hospitals.
Something?
Oh,
yeah.
So that's what they were having, the emergency crews for like cleaning up, like flooding in basements. So yeah, I was all happy, excited, gonna go have dinner with one of my best friends and her family, see my little niece, and I was like, oh, let me go put on some laundry before we go for dinner, and walk to my basement, and you could hear. And then what makes life worse is when you have dogs, because then when I turned the light on, they could see, it was so much water, it's unreal, that they were trying to swim in it. I can't even make this up. They got so excited, they jumped, and they were I was like, no, we're not doing this. I was so upset. Call my daughter, and the first thing she does, because her and her dad are best friends, she's like, Dad's computer! So she helps with that, and then she's like, my Hello Kitty stickers!
Yeah, we gotta rank it in priority, the order of priority.
Computer, stickers. Not the furniture, the coffee table,
the camera, the equipment,
podcasting equipment,
the microphones, yeah. I wouldn't even know where to
structural integrity of the downstairs.
Yeah. Our area floods quite a bit, but we don't have a basement, so we don't have that to worry about, because ours is like an older cottage turned into a house. And I guess that's one of the benefits of not having a basement. A lot of people here do build basements, but we're like, why would we?
Positive though, we are making it flood friendly now.
Oh, good.
So epoxy floors, we have no hot water, so had to go to Hamilton to shower. I will shower in cold water, you just hear a lot of screaming as getting a shower.
So sorry, how long have you lived in that house? And you've never had a flood there once?
No, this is our first flood, and it's been...
you were saying because the pump stopped working.
I think 8 years. Yeah, the pump, the guy was like, this was a $90 Home Depot special. I was like, and my eye twitches when I get really stressed.
You're
so
Greg?
Well, he didn't build the house, so I was just
I thought he put that in there.
No, not at all.
$90, really, eh?
$99 one. So my eyes twitching, and when someone's like, are you stressed? No, I'm fine. My eyes literally going a mile a minute. So we got a really good sump pump put in now, and yeah, we're gonna get the tank so it's put up on the wall, so even if any flooding happens again, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's all fine.
So we're gonna
keep telling that to myself. Everything is fine. Everything is awesome when you're a part of the team.
That's your phrase, Janelle.
That's from the
Everything's fine, everything's good.
I say that a lot,
You do.
Right?
It's very calming. Very soothing. It is, though.
I say it to everybody else differently than I say it to myself. It's fine. It's fine.
As your eyes twitching. It's all good.
Everything is awesome.
So we're going to be filming in various locations. I think we have a different setup for a review that we're going to be doing. I don't know if it's the next podcast, but one of the next couple of podcasts.
Yes.
So that'll be cool, interesting.
I'm excited to move around.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We have lots of things coming up. And we just had a meeting with somebody who we're not going to put anything out there, but we are going to be doing something that I hope is going to excite
I'm
people.
super excited.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I just like doing things for and with community, so...
And it was just International Women's Day, and we were featured in the Haldeman Press. I don't know if you've seen that. The
Centerfold.
The March 6th episode, which I'm so grateful that...
Very thankful, actually.
Tamara reached out to us to want to do that piece on us and what we stand for and what we do, and just the outreach has been so amazing. And I just can't be more
to the owners of
I can't be more grateful for everything that's been happening surrounding the Haldimoms. It's like we keep having barriers and issues that are arising, but our bond is so strong that like it just makes me push more forward. And I don't know if anybody else is like this, but if somebody tells you you can't do something or if something comes up, it makes me want to do it more because I'm like, not that I have to prove them a point, but it's to myself.
Yeah.
Like I signed up for accounting 2 years ago. My work paid for me to take an accounting course. No, if anyone's ever taken accounting, it is insane. The amount of work and thought that goes into it. One question takes an hour to figure out. It's crazy. And I was like, I can't do this. What did I sign myself up for? And I did it though. I passed with like 86 or something. And that was because I can't fail. Just because it's hard, it's going to make me do it even more, you know?
I'm proud of you because if someone signed me up for accounting, I'm going to fail.
I'm never going to do accounting. It's not for me, but like try something once, right? Like this is always been my thing.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Try something once. If it's not for you, then cool. You've done it. You can say you've done it and you've experienced that. Like that's what life is, right? Like experiencing things. So
yes.
If it's not for you, then that's great. And
yes. And I think it's about just being respectful of what people want to try to.
Yeah.
Good for you that you like that. That sounds awesome. I think I say more often than not to you, I love that for you.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's a no for me.
Which brings me to the place that I went to last week.
Oh my gosh, my eyes starting to twitch again.
So I went to this really cool, like Janelle's gonna judge it, but
I'm not judging it. I said I love it for you.
Yeah. But it was an ecstatic dance, and they have these everywhere. There's one in Niagara. There's original one started in Toronto, and there's one in Hamilton. And so there's different organizations and groups that run this. There's one I think called Chocolate Groove, and I don't know what the one in Niagara is called.
Why is it called Chocolate Groove?
I don't know. We should look into that.
Oh, but I just wondered if there was a reason behind the name. Like I thought maybe
I
you got
yeah,
fed.
I don't know. Got what?
Like they gave you chocolate or sorry.
Well, actually, so it's
sorry.
Which does actually there was a cacao ritual. So
what's a cacao?
It's chocolate, like cacao bean, but it's
okay. Sorry.
It's more like ceremonial. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's where it came from.
Okay.
Who knows? But anyway, so this event it was through this organization called Mothra Shadow Work. So they run these ecstatic dances, which is like embodiment movement. So the event that we went to was focused on masculine and feminine energy.
Okay.
And so you start off with doing this embody movement, and it's kind of like yoga. So they had us doing these like crazy movements with your body, and then there's a DJ, and after we did that, we did the cacao ritual where we sit around, we make these intentions of like, why did you choose to do this? Why did you buy these tickets to come to this event? It's obviously not very known or not very heard of that you would do something like this because it's a sober event. Like it's completely sober. There's no alcohol served there. So it's like a rave. And so it's guided. It's a guided meditation rave. Like it's crazy, but basically you're moving your body and there's no judgment and you just move how you feel. The music's changing and it's just like people are dancing and you're watching these people and you're like
trying to avoid saying the word.
No!
Yes, you are. She's trying to avoid saying the word judge because I said,
well, yeah.
I love that. This isn't we listen and we don't judge, but I guarantee people that are like their very first time going, I guarantee they have to be looking and in their head being like, what is that?
Where am I?
Doing?
Yeah.
They're judging.
Well, I don't know if it's a different community of people. Like it was a lot of
they're judging.
Hippies and like people who are like in tune with that spiritual aspect of themselves and the feminine and the masculine. So they divided the night into like more so masculine energy music where I felt like my arms wanted to move more with the masculine, whereas with the feminine it was more sensual and like my hips wanted to move more. So it definitely made me in tune with my body and I loved it. I would definitely go again. The place was called Mothra Shadow Work. You can find them on Instagram and they host these inner circles. So that's basically what it was called, the inner circle ecstatic dance. And then they do it like every week as well, where they get together, and I've never been to one, so I can't say based off of my personal experience, but from what they've said is it's just kind of a community where you get together to talk about issues. Because when you go to a club, you're dressed up like, you know.
That's what it kind of sounds like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know back in high school, people would like go to a dance and you dance around and then there'd be a girl crying in a bathroom. I'm not making fun of it. I'm saying this is what I'm envisioning in my head. Like a girl's dancing and then they're like, oh, look at her dance moves. And then she ends up in the bathroom. Right?
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, don't worry.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to dance either. And then you're like, oh, yeah.
But
No. I know that's not what it is. But like, then you also have those like little mini sessions in the bathroom where everyone just like talked and those you had the best times talking in the bathroom. This is what it reminds me of, like the music and the little session in the bathroom where everyone talked and got together.
But without the toxicity or the drama or the alcoholic influence of like,
well,
sometimes like
it was high school.
You go to those clubs, but even like if you go to a club or whatever, there's always some sort of drama, and there's guys that are like rubbing up on you. Like sometimes girls do not want that. You want to just go out, have a good night. And this is like the safe space where you can dance, and there was guys there too, and everyone's just in their own little bubble, and it's just nothing I've ever been to. It was just really cool to not have that alcoholic influence of like.
So don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah. Mothra, you guys did a good job. That was my first time, and it won't be my last. So I ran into an old friend, and I seem to always run into her randomly every couple of years, and it was just nice to see her.
Did you go to any high school dances with her? Or
Actually,
like,
yeah.
There you go. Just relive in the past,
Lions
right?
Club, roller gardens.
I love roller gardens. I won't knock it till I try it.
It was really cool.
When will I try it? I have no idea.
I'll make you go one time.
Yeah, and I'll probably be just like...
You'll like it.
Wait.
You'll forget all your judgments. Anyways, it was a fun night, and that was the daylight savings night, and yeah, just very, very tired the next day. But whatever.
I wonder why you were so tired.
Yeah, because I didn't realize it was 3 in the morning when it was actually 4. So.
Yeah. And then you had to take your sister home, right?
Yeah, because my sister's crazy, and she thought her car died, but she actually didn't have gas. So. I don't even want to go there with my family. Like, they're just nuts. So, and my mom calls me and she's like, can you please come over so that you can just calm everybody down? And I'm like, me? I'm the calm downer of the family? That makes no sense. Because I'm like, I was the crazy one at one point. Like, now I'm the one coming to calm everybody's nerves? Cool. I mean, I'll take it, but...
Did I tell you where I'm going next week then?
No, where are you going?
Comic-Con!
You are?
I'm going to Comic-Con for
Toronto?
the first time. Yes.
Cool.
I'm going to see the boys.
And you're bringing your daughter?
No, I'm bringing my husband.
Oh, why did I think that she was going? I don't know why I thought that. But that's going to be fun. Are you guys dressing up?
Not my style. I love seeing the costumes, but I think it would be too much for me.
Okay.
So, going to see the boys, Supernatural.
That's awesome. You were really into that stuff, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
What other things do they do there? So,
I've
is
never
there
been.
shows, like...
I've never been. I'm
merch,
super excited.
assuming?
Yeah, I want to go for the merch. I would love to take my daughter, but I think she'd get there. It would be one of those things where she's like, yay! Okay, can we go home?
Oh my god, you should go early. I'm just gonna
You
say...
have to buy time slots, so we can't go till 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
My brother is very irritated with me because the boys, anybody that watches the boys, they are coming out at 1:50, the entire cast, and they're only doing like a 10-minute Q&A, and then they're gone. So he's missing
For the whole day?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he's mad because my husband and I can't go until 2. So he's missing the Q&A portion of the boys.
And he loves
with the whole
it.
cast.
That's too bad.
And he's like, I'm ruining his life. Like,
I was gonna say I went to Mother a couple of weekends ago, which was like just last minute free tickets.
what do they sing?
So fun. I love Mother.
Do they sing Mother?
No.
Mother.
It's just good music. So when I got there, I wanted to get a drink, and we walked in there. Line up literally around the arena because it was at the Meridian Center in St. Catharines.
Right.
I was like, tell me this is the line for fucking drinks. No, it was the line for merch.
Clearly you haven't gone to a Paw Patrol.
It's crazy. You want merch? Like, why can't you just buy it online? this authentic that you have to buy it there?
I think that's with anything though.
Crazy. I obviously don't go to concerts very often. I was blown away. It was honestly the best concert that I've ever been to, but the merch lineup, I was like, that's why I was telling you, I'm like, you should get there early, but if they're doing the time slots, then yeah, that makes sense.
We have a concert we're covering this summer too. We have so much stuff going on.
I know, we do. My life has been so busy, literally every single day, and then I got sick last week, and it's funny because that was the 1 week where I was like, I'm just not scheduling myself to do anything, and it's like the universe and my body knew this is the perfect time for you to get that one sickness that you get like once a year. So I was like bedridden, but I'm like, at least I have nothing to do. So now we're back on it again every day, doing stuff, CrossFit, yada yada, which I've been loving. I go to CrossFit, the Three Flames in Hagersville. They're amazing. And yeah, we are going to 50? No.
Yeah.
50 Cent?
No,
Ludacris.
50 Cent.
Who is it? Chingy and Ja Rule. Do we need to double check? It takes me way back to high school. I love it.
Hot in here, Nelly.
Nelly!
We were going to the Nelly concert.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
And Aqua's coming.
We need to go. You know what's another concert I really, really want to go to? I want to go to Chapel Roan.
My daughter's obsessed with that. Is it My Pony? The Pony song? She sings a Pony song.
Yeah, that's her.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Ari's obsessed with her. Yeah.
And it dance at the bar on the... I don't know if that's a very good song for kids to listen to.
They all listen to it though. I don't know.
Oh my god. You know what?
Some of the things that kids do though, like I feel like...
Janelle, I can't even go there though, because listen to the stuff we were listening to.
Yeah.
Like Lil' Kim, like how many licks?
I genuinely thought it was about a Tootsie Pop. Like, innocence is different now, right? I remember one job I had, and what's this friggin' cat's name? Dr. Seuss. The Cat in the Hat. Thank you for that.
Is he a cat?
He's yeah, the Cat in the Hat.
Oh, that's right.
What did you think he was?
I don't know. They make up all sorts of weird creatures in those books, like Snizzle Pops and Funkle Dunkles. And like, so, yeah, I thought it was just
Zazzles.
And yeah, I didn't think it was a cat.
But The Cat in the Hat, I remember watching it, and like, I would have watched that growing up, and like, half the things he said would just flew over my head, right? But now, I remember watching it with the kids, and like, there's one part of Cat in the Hat where he's like, you dirty hoe, but he's holding a garden hoe. And all the kids were like, and I was like, this is freaking ridiculous. Like, you can't, right? Like,
nothing gets past them now.
No. And I feel like 10, 11 is like the new 14, 15. Mm-hmm. Like, with the stuff that they say, and like, they're like, oh, I have a boyfriend, and this is my girlfriend. And I'm like, or not.
Yeah.
Like, how about we just don't?
I add more drama to your life.
Yeah, but I feel like they don't. Those things don't brush over. They get everything now. It's actually really sad in my opinion, but that's why there's so much banned books and stuff like that. So Canada doesn't like ban books, but we have censorship, and I forget what it's called, where they like review books, but one was like The Paper Bag Princess.
Yeah.
Which was like a really good book, but it's because there was a part in the book where she hits the prince. So anything where they feel that there's like violence, issues around sexuality, racism, anything like that, they can like do book review. There was something about, I think Winnie the Pooh was on the list at one point.
Okay. So,
because they're talking animals, and there was something with religion on that. Charlotte's Web because of the death.
So are we just going to pretend like those things don't happen?
We haven't banned a book since the war, but I think my bigger issue is a lot of kids will just, they watch worse or they hear worse from YouTube video games or peers at school that have exposure to those things on their own, right? Even if your kids aren't allowed to have those things, they will go to school and hear about it from someone else.
And yeah, true. But also, you know me and how I feel. Why can't we be the ones who determine what's right and what's wrong for us? Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'll read that damn book if I want.
You heard it here first. Michelle's gonna read the damn book if she wants. I mean, and I think the good thing is a lot of schools still have the books. You can read the books. But there are some libraries that have removed them from the shelves.
I wonder if you can still buy the book on Amazon.
I'm pretty sure you can still
Like
buy
you can still
some of
purchase
these
them
books.
at Indigo.
Some have been reformatted, re-edited. Or they've removed certain parts. So like Witches, for example, which is a classic, right? And it has the movies.
Yeah.
Those were...
Okay, so yeah, you can still buy it on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I wonder if that page is or
I
something.
feel like that page has been either removed or it's been
That's like removing history.
Tell me if you have a newer version of the Paper Bag Princess, if that part's still in there. And I never let my kids watch Caillou.
Why?
I personally just can't stand Caillou, and like even growing up, I just thought he was so mean. Even as a
What
kid.
you got against bald guys?
Nothing. Growing up watching Caillou, like I even thought he was mean. I thought he had a temper. If you grew up watching Caillou and you thought he had a temper, then we're on the same page. He was mean. I used to think like he was a bald-headed angry kid, and then someone told me he grew up to be Mr. Clean.
He didn't age that fast.
And I was like,
Mr. Clean's old.
okay, but we're older now too, so like, is Caillou
No, we're
still...
not Mr. Clean old.
Okay, but Caillou's still not a kid, so I was like, this all makes sense. Maybe he's happy now because he's not a kid. So anyway.
We don't know what was going on behind the scenes, Kay and Caillou. Maybe he had trauma, you know.
Well, Rosie seemed happy. I don't know.
Maybe Rosie was getting all the attention and...
Yeah, because Caillou was always being mean to her. Anyways. Caillou. Yeah, Caillou just makes me mad. It's one thing I never let my kids watch.
I was into, what's that one Molly with the clock? It's like, beep, doop, doop, doop.
Oh my gosh, I loved that
Big Comfy
show. Yeah.
There's a lot of other really weird ones that are in my head that like, I could not tell you the name of the show, but if I were to
Art
see it.
Attack.
Art Attack, love it.
Let's have an art
Yeah.
attack.
glue.
I made a...
Paper mache.
Yeah, a giant paper mache
Yeah.
clock.
I remember like a vision of like a castle, puppets.
And and this like brings me to like a whole other point. I feel like those shows helped with imagination and the stuff that kids watch now. I don't feel like kids have imagination. Kids just can't imaginate like they used to. This generation of kids, and I don't know if a lot of parents realize it, kids just can't do that stuff anymore, and it's really concerning. Like we would just make it up as we went. I remember playing Spice Girls. But Spice Girls didn't have friggin' powers.
Spice Girls.
Yeah, I played Spice Girls.
Powerpuff Girls. I had an imaginary friend.
That's
so like
a lot of kids
I don't
did,
know if
right?
that's like me being a little.
No, a lot of kids did, and they
Yeah.
had names and they did certain things, right? But like, why do kids need that stuff anymore? Because they just go online and get lost. And
well, that's the thing. You know, my daughter always wants to watch TV or like be on her tablet or blah blah blah. I'm like, it's okay to be bored. That's where your imagination comes from. When you're constantly having that entertainment in your face, at your fingertips at any moment, like we're bad for that too. That's just where life has brought us these days with everything, right? Technology and AI, blah blah blah. We have everything at our fingertips, and when we don't, we're anxious.
And when you were bored, when you were younger, you used to go outside. You were bored in the house, you go outside. When you were bored at your friend's house, you would find those things to do in your house, right?
I was a songwriter too.
A songwriter, performer, you put on shows, you make your parents watch you.
Kristen, you remember that? The glamour gals, weren't we? Yeah. We were the glamour gals. I had like a whole songbook and it was like, I love you so much, do you love me too? I had this closet in my house and it was underneath the stairs that like led to my garage, and we made it our little like area. We like set up all these lights and we would like songwrite in there.
But no, it's true, right? Like
it's so cute.
There was no shortage.
Or the shower at my neighbor's house was an elevator, so I would like go in the shower and like pretend to press buttons and be like, okay, now I'm gonna. Oh my god, My neighbor told me that there was a watermelon tree in their backyard. Like, do watermelons even grow in trees? No, but I didn't know that. So then I would climb what I thought was a watermelon tree and sit up there, pretend that I was like this pilot. Or, you know those like little electrical boxes? I would sit on them and pretend I was like a bus. Yeah.
Or the big green boxes. I don't even know what they were for, and they have the yellow stickers. Yeah. We would just walk and find those, and then you would spend like an hour just playing on this thing, not even knowing.
So dangerous.
I don't even know what they were for. Can you imagine if they could just open up and
they were like conductors, like for power in the neighborhood. I
played on that thing for hours.
Oh my god, another concept that, okay, so this is so off topic, but have you heard of hydro houses?
That sounds dangerous.
So you know how like in neighborhoods there's like all these like random little like wiry things, and it's the station that powers that neighborhood?
Okay.
Instead of having those like ugly stations out in public, they've turned them into houses that look like normal houses in the neighborhood, but they're filled with like electrical stuff on the inside.
Oh.
Have you never heard of if you drive around in Hamilton? Yeah, they're everywhere. Anyway, sorry, so off topic, but I like hydro houses. Because they look like normal houses, but they're not. Inside is like a grid of like wires and conducty things.
So just aesthetically like
pleasing,
appealing?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
About those little green ones that were on people's front lawns. Just reminded me of.
I like that.
I like it too. Whoever thought of hydro houses, you're cool.
That's a great idea, but like when our kids are losing their ability to imagine, what's going to happen with ideas like that and these really cool, fun new concepts? Are we going to have fun new things being...
No. And you can already see it in like architecture. Look at the way things are being built now. It's like buildings are just white and gray. They're just stucco. Like everybody just wants to get it done cheap, and that's it. Like there's no, if you go downtown and you see the old town hall, there's just so much character to these buildings.
I think in this next generation, I worry because, right, like we're losing that.
It's gonna be a bland era.
But anyways, imagination is super important, so please let your kids be a little bored. But on to our review portion of the segment. We had a freaking blast. We went to the tavern for the first time, and it was amazing. I absolutely fell in love with the fact that they have a record player there. Probably because I grew up with my grandparents, always waking me up to...
Yeah, you did!
I was telling you, I was like, this reminds me of my grandparents, because they always woke me up with records, and I always knew who was waking me up based on what they were playing. That's what my tattoo's from, my grandma. It's not that it says hello darling. Aww. Which is a Conway Twitty song. Oh my god, it's really hot in here. Conway Twitty song.
I know, sorry, it's really hot in here.
That was one of our songs, and then my grandpa always played Kenny Rogers, so when I saw the record player, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, I love this.
And just to tell you, it's the Fisherville Tavern in Fisherville.
Yes.
We call it the Tav. And I think, honestly, my favorite thing about that place was the pool table. And it just seemed like such a cool,
homey vibe.
Yes. And we ordered some food and like drinks, and these snowmobilers came in. And it just turned into like what seemed like an after party. There was people at the bar drinking, it was regulars, some people were playing pool, there was music going on, and it just was so vibey.
It was so nice.
It reminds me of when I worked in a restaurant and we would have a drink after hours, and it's like all the staff was friends with the regulars and friends with each other, so it was almost like you weren't even working. I loved that about working in our industry. It didn't even feel like work to me. Anyways, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got the Reuben sandwich.
I got the dip with deep fried pitas, which was
good.
So
and their
good.
Fries were like thick cut. Like I've never seen fries like that anywhere. Remember?
Yeah,
I think I ate all the fries before I even ate my sandwich, which I don't normally do, but I was like, this is so good.
Yes, and the drinks were amazing. So
yeah.
We finished each other's dishes.
Sandwiches. Sentences.
Sorry about that.
That reminds me of the remember I showed you?
Yeah.
Who is that Brad Pitt? And his stuntman? No,
it's not
Ben
his
Miller.
stuntman.
Ben Miller? Ben Stiller.
We need, it's really hot in here. It's Ben Stiller. She was convinced.
Ben Miller, because there actually is a place in the world called Ben Miller.
Anyways, the environment overall, it just seemed good. It was a good vibe. You didn't feel uncomfortable. they actually told us, because I know Michelle was super interested in the fact that there used to be an inn above the tavern, but I guess that's being renovated to eventually be Airbnbs, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I can see being so cool in the summer.
Yeah.
Going to the beach and then just going there afterwards and then ending your night at the tavern. And we got you guys a discount, so mention the Haldimoms, 15%. Because we have tried to do that for you, so.
And it's really important, especially right now, to continue to support local. Thank you so much to the tavern staff for having us in there. Please feel free, everybody go and let us know how your experience was.
Like and subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and always reach out. We love hearing from people. We always respond, and we're always looking for partnerships and just anybody to hang out with. We have meetings almost weekly with people from the community, and we just love hearing what everybody has to say, ideas, and if there's anything that you feel you want to get the word out. Sorry, my fireplace is at 26.
And congrats to our winner of the gift card for the barrel.
Yeah.
That's super exciting. So we're
Yeah.
looking forward to doing more giveaways. We have some events that'll be coming up, so stay tuned. Remember, you have to be not just liking the page, you have to be following, because we did have 2 other people that were picked first, but then when we went to check if they were following, they were not. So
Yeah.
they missed out the opportunity to win that gift card, so that was really unfortunate. Again, we look forward to showing you guys what we have going on, because there is a lot happening. Until next time.
Yeah, until next time, this is Michelle
and Janelle. Bye guys.